we're gonna check out another garden in Macau, and this is the entrance over here. And actually it's kind of cool because now we can get into these. Before you had to scan your code and go around a certain spot, but now we can just walk right in. And we're gonna walk around this a little bit and kind of check it out. And I think we're there's like kind of a sculpture area as well, but and free Wi-Fi as well. Let's get it and check it out. Okay, so let's check out this park. COVID is over. We got Christmas music. It's December. It's 2022, and we were documenting the streets of Macau, and we got another street for you right here. Chiquinha, chiquinha, toma cuidado da boquinha. Okay, so before we go in, let's just take a look at the road over here so you can see where we are. So we're kind of, there's Metro Mall, it's kind of a small, tiny little mall. So this is kind of a little casinos and such are in here. There's Landmark Casino right there. And up there is Kia Hill. So you can actually walk through a tunnel to get over there now. Might do that again soon. I've done it before, but it was when it first opened, which I think was maybe October 1st or November 1st? Forget now. Okay, let's go check this all out inside the park here. And I think there's a sculpture area, but that could be across the street, so we're gonna find out about that in a moment as well. Yeah, when you're in here, it has a nice quietness to it already. There's a fountain. Let's see, children's playground, a fitness zone, a library, and a playground. So the library is right here. So that's a library. There's a big giant sculpture straight ahead. And this one goes underground over to that park, so we might do that too. And this is called the Sculpture Park of the Chinese Ethnics. And actually that's pretty cool. I haven't filmed it in at least a year, but we'll definitely walk over there as well. Looks like over here there's a little badminton court. Yeah, it looks kind of cool. Exercise is over there. So I think what we're gonna do is go underground and go check out the sculpture park. It's the Park of Chinese Sculptures, so it's right over there. So we're gonna go underneath this way, and it looks like this little underground connects the parks. And I think this probably goes to a parking garage, probably. Oh yeah, I can see some parking right over there. Okay, yeah, I can see some more parking over here too. And to the right as well. So up, straight up this way is going to be the Chinese Ethnicities Park. So we're going to have stuff like, I think they might even have Portuguese too, but I think it's basically like Han, which is a predominant one, and then, you know, all the small minorities. And so this is basically our park, and let's just kind of walk to the right and try to capture some of these. This looks like it's called Jardim. But these ones are usually up in the like northwest. This one is rush shows, so usually they'll have it in Portuguese, right, and Chinese. So that's probably a Russian. It's like a Russian minority. We got some more over here. We're gonna keep going down, but we were just over at that park just a little while ago. Rio Casino is right over there too. Okay. Got some nice kiosks. And when you're in here, it's nice and enclosed too. So you know, you don't really feel like the street would take a little work to get to the street. Tartar. I think that's like also kind of sounds Russian to me as well. The Tartars are like, I think they're but they must share a border with China as well, I guess. The Uyghur. So those are the ones that are like, these are basically, these ones over here are the ones that are way out there to the out in the west, going towards, you know, Islam. do. I think this is in Yunnan province, most likely. I think you could also scan these if you wanted to kind of see, but I think that's a Yunnan province one. This one is Boan, probably a Yunnan province one too. There's a ton of ethnicities in Yunnan, and then way out west, of course, too. Salar. That looks pretty cool. Let me see what this one is. Chiang. We kind of got stuff pretty much everywhere. So here we got a row of 3 right here. This one looks pretty cool. It's beautiful. The style looks almost like what you'd see in Spain, you know, like the flamenco dancing. Tajikistan is just definitely way out in the west. Tajikistan is the country, and then I guess Tajik also has a representation in China. Loba. That also looks like it's out west. Okay, let me see. The Jardim. We got several right in here, but we also got some over there too. So they got COVID. They're still doing COVID testing, so it's COVID era. Probably should talk about that later, but it's 2022 December, and I think mainland China is starting closing all the COVID testing stuff, but Macau, it's still going. Macau always tries to outdo itself to you know, make it look like it's adheres the strongest to the policies. So whatever mainland China does, Macau seems to stick with their policies the longest. Seems that way anyways. So there's a COVID testing over there. I think in mainland China there's also some kind of cool ones too. So we'll probably, I guess we'll walk up here first. That's all COVID testing right there. Some people still have to do their COVID testing. I think especially if they're going to the mainland. So it could be specifically for that. Also, I think too, if you think you have COVID as well. The rules are changing really fast right now. So today is December 8, I believe. So all these people are basically let's see. I don't really want to get too close to it because things are changing really quickly right now. So I don't even know exactly what the policies are at the moment because it's changing so quickly. But basically we're all kind of under the COVID, you know, 8 days of quarantine. If you're somebody in your workplace has COVID, then you're all going to go into a quarantine for, I think it's 8 days or 14 days or something like that. It keeps changing as well. Like, so there's been like contact tracing for the last 3 years. So if you're on the same bus with somebody who gets COVID, then everybody on the bus goes into quarantine for 2 weeks. Or I think I heard recently there's somebody who was 28 days. So I think they actually got COVID when they were in quarantine. So anyways, we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, all these beautiful sculptures, the Yao. But anyways, just kind of giving you a little taste. And yeah, that little COVID thing. Later when people watch these things, and they'll see still in 2022 in December, we still had COVID testing centers everywhere in Macau. Hasn't gone away yet in December. Hoping in January it's all gone, but we'll see what happens. These are kind of cool. I think these are the Koreans. Coreanos in Portuguese. I was thinking about that, like this is a traditional Korean dress, and it's funny how, there's probably one person, probably somebody related to the kingdom, who decided that was going to be the national uniform. Then that becomes the national uniform for like 1,000 years, right? Representing it. It's just so interesting how that how that happens. Okay. This one looks like it's Daur. Let me just see. I think we're going to try to go out. So this is basically the center of the park in here, and we are going to try to go out of the park. So I think we can go out this way, I think. So we're going to try. There's an exposition. Oh, this is funny. It's like almost like an Eskimo farthest north. Okay, so now we're out of the park. Yeah, before you couldn't even get in here. This was all locked in and you had to scan a code to walk in. So they just lifted that maybe about 3 months ago, where you don't need to do that. So now you can just walk freely into the parks again, which is pretty amazing. Anyways, that's Rio Casino. Residential buildings, and there's some more casinos over on this side, over there. Look at this one. There's a Macau's modern style, some kind of museum of art. Cool. Okay, let's end it right here in front of the park, in front of that statue. COVID is over. We got Christmas music. It's December. It's 2022, and we were documenting the streets of Macau, and we got another street for you right here.